Also, new 9 at 9 song, courtesy of Lothar Keller. Take a look.
All right.
Time to do the 9 at 9. It's really gonna swing. 9 completely different stories from assorted categories. 9 at 9. We're gonna try to get through this, and hopefully Robin won't sing.
Nice.
To kick the holidays off.
Gosh, look at there he is.
There he is. Come on over. Come over and take a bow
Yeah.
from
Take a bow, buddy.
Come on, here he is.
There we go.
Nicely done, Lothar.
Thanks, Lothar.
Now
does
back to
it
your
all.
post. Number 9, Anna is around town this morning at the It's a Wonderful Life exhibit at the Lake Bluff Historical Society. Here's a quick backstory version of that beloved Christmas movie.
Buffalo girls, can't you come up tonight? Can't you come up tonight? Can't you come up tonight?
While the movie opens in 1946, its backstory dates 3 years earlier. In 1943, Civil War historian Philip Van Doren Stern finishes writing a short story called The Greatest Gift, but can't find a publisher, so he comes up with a unique idea.
He had a great idea one day and for a short story and followed through on it and actually decided to distribute it in a unique way to his friends and co-workers and acquaintances in the form of a greeting card. It was essentially a pamphlet of this short story.
Really?
So that's Michael Willen, author of The Essential It's a Wonderful Life. And that's right, it started as a pamphlet, 200 Christmas cards, and one of them ends up in the hands of movie studio executive who buys the rights to the story for what would be $175,000 in today's money. Wasn't a huge hit when it ran in theaters in 1946. It wasn't until the copyright lapsed and it began airing on TV in 1976, and that's when people fell in love with it.
All right, number 8. Here's something for the person who has everything and isn't afraid to go out on a limb. The Louis Vuitton Optical Illusion knee-high boots. They look similar to a woman's leg, including the ankle socks and the black stilettos. They come in 2 different colors and heights, but they're not cheap. They're $2,500.
What?
Look at that. Really help you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, number 7. Here's a fun Instagram account if you like terrible things. It's called Ugly Design. What are we? Oh, teeth, nails. Oh.
Really looking to mix it up a little bit. Sausage pants. You know they call it in college? Yeah, all 4 years.
Oh, look at this. Yeah.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh.
That can't be.
I don't know what's real or what's not. Now that's just classic.
It's art.
Yeah.
There.
Oh yeah, the old banana boots.
I got banana boots, sausage pants. What more could you ask for?
What is? Oh, like they show. Oh, those CVS. They talk about how long those CVS receipts are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 6, how many hours of REM sleep do you really need? Well, first let's talk about REM sleep. It's the final stage of the sleeping process. It's also the time when we have rapid eye movement, vivid dreams, increased heart rates, faster breathing, and lots of brainwave activity. There are no set guidelines when it comes to REM sleep. According to sleep scientists, around 20 to 25% of our time asleep should be in the REM stage. So if you get the recommended 7 to 8 hours a night, 90 minutes of REM sleep should be enough.
Good sleeping video there.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. Do you know what Sakura Omoshiroi calendars are?
Yeah, they're great.
They're basically 3D notepads, and every day that you tear off a page of the calendar or a new note, you reveal a little bit of a model. And at the end of 365 days, you have a little palace or a tower or something, a house.
Sure.
It's a Japanese art, and it's inspired by the way cherry trees blossom and reveal their beauty. And now you have a great idea for a Christmas gift. You are welcome.
Wow,
Look at
nice.
that.
Like that.
All right, number 4. This is a big one. Milk
T nails, or the TOTM trend of the moment.
Ever.
That's what it means, trend of the moment, the TOTM. I'm not gonna tell you that. Basically, they're varying shades of brown to match the different colors of tea, depending on how much milk you put in tea. The trend is also inspired by bubble tea, which also has that light camel color. But when it comes to milk tea nails, it's really up to you. Up to you to choose the shade that best fits your mood. I mean, anything
That's
goes
right.
from caramel to taupe. It's a great color. And try adding a few metallic accent nails. That really puts it, you know, over the top.
Yeah.
Especially since it's the holiday season. Best part about milk tea nails, they're neutrals, so they go with just about anything.
True. True dat.
That was a great story, Pat. Thanks for thinking of that one.
Number 3, why are some people afraid of clowns? Maybe it's just one of those things that lots of people say. An associate professor of psychology at the University of South Wales wanted to know why. He found 500 people who said they're afraid of clowns, and he asked them why.
Yeah.
He found 4 main reasons. You can never really know what a clown is thinking.
Right.
Clowns are unpredictable.
Oh, don't I know it?
A clown's exaggerated features are disturbing.
That's subjective.
Movie clowns are terrifying. The researcher also gave real clowns a voice in his study, and those he talked to said that the stereotype of people being afraid doesn't play out in real life.
That's right.
One clown who's been doing it for 38 years says he's only come across people who hate clowns twice. Well, of course, because if they hate clowns, they're not going to go to see his clown show.
Right, but maybe you saw him at the Home Depot.
Yeah. He points out the whole point of being a clown is to be vulnerable and to put people at ease.
I love clowns.
Do you still do clowning on the weekends?
I do, every so often. I've been doing some clown miming, which...
But not
it's a-
even in public, just in
No.
your house
Yeah, just
for
in
fun.
the living room,
Yeah.
You know.
You FaceTime your mom.
No, don't even need her. Boy, it's fun. You get the whole makeup on and the woo woo. All right, number 2, it's Wednesday. Let's take a look at the fascinating lives of notes, proboscis monkeys.
Oh, boy.
Did I pronounce that right?
The monkeys chew on dry mangrove leaves. The most striking thing about an adult male
Some
is his
nose on that thing, huh?
spectacular schnoz.
That is a...
Oh, so maybe this is about noses.
Nothing to
not
do with
nose.
nutrition, but a lot to do with attracting a mate.
Oh.
There you go.
me.
Females prefer nasally well-endowed males.
I bet they do.
We have no idea why.
Well,
His nose isn't his only enlarged feature.
Oh,
He
dear.
also has a huge belly. Proboscis monkeys have a
Keep
chambered
going.
stomach to help them break down the unpalatable fibrous leaves. The monkeys of the moon keep pace with the falling tide.
that's adorable. You like to have one of those around the house?
Oh, yeah.
They're just
They're after something tasty to eat,
Oh, they bet they are.
but it will be hours before they reach their goal.
What a strange-looking monkey.
So for now, the monkeys chew on dry mangrove
It
leaves.
looks like he's in
This
disguise.
spectacular
No,
schnoz.
I mean, really, bizarre.
Is that you, Ted? No!
Good for them.
Very
Females
strange.
Beyond having the big schnoz, these monkeys can run about 15 miles per hour, so they got a lot of good things going for
Not
them.
as fast as
it's
the
not that
hippo.
fast.
No.
That's not that fast.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. Yesterday we showed you the opening number from the very first Donnie and Marie show, and it was not very good. But here they are performing, and now you'll see why we love the show.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, when I saw that show open yesterday, I thought these guys suck. But now I'm watching this.
They still suck.
Totally changed my opinion.
Well, now we're talking.
Hi. See, they do skits.
I love a good cow skit.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mr. Grimsby, and I'm here to take the census.
That's the trouble with most of you city folks. It's always take.
Well, no, sir. You see, I have to ask you some questions.
That hurt?
Your occupation, your age.
Same haircut, so
there you
easy
go.
mistake.
You know, it's still terrible now.
Yeah,
I really thought it was good TV
Yeah.
back in the, oh, God. Anyway, that ran from January of 76 until May of 79. But Donnie and Marie appeared on variety shows throughout the 70s and the 80s. They also had an 11-year run with a residency at the Flamingo in Las Vegas that ended in 2019.
That's the move right
Donnie
there.
still has a show there in Vegas, and you can see him until May of 2024.
Good for him.
Great guy
Yeah.
when he's been on the show.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Very nice.
That's
very
9
nice.
at 9.
Boy, I need a moment to recover.
We're going to try to get through this, and hopefully, Robin won't see.